sleep okay.
Just had some dreams. What's up with the Iridium?
Well, we've lost it.
Totally.
But then it does this, and it just doesn't stop. Needs to go back more. Alright, just tighten those both up then.
Tell me stop!
155 to the wind. You got 7 knots. The course over ground is 185 or so. 185? Yeah. It's like 185 to 195. Course over ground.
So it is day 5. We had a very nice lunch after a bit of hectic morning in some crazy confused waves. And it feels like when we pulled out our jib on the other side and we got a better angle to the wind, life on board was just a little nicer, a little more comfortable. Now this is great. I really like this. It's fast and comfortable.
Yeah.
Just how we like it. Good God, honey.
You want to give me a hand, maybe?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can somebody help me?
Yeah. No inbound mail and no outbound mail.
Oh really? Did nobody email us today?
Literally nobody.
Friday, everybody's at the pub.
Alright, bon appetit guys.
Thanks, honey bunny.
Another dinner on board the Polyseo.
Annette came to the conclusion that we still have a long ways to go
Oh really?
today.
That's interesting. I would not have known that.
I said yes. Yes, you're correct. Now I go to sleep.
Good morning. It is 4 a.m. and 5 minutes ago Ryan came to wake me up and told me that we have lost our satellite communications. Apparently our Iridium Go won't stop rebooting, and it's bad news on so many levels. For once, our Iridium Go is how we receive our weather data, and we are still, I would say, at least a week off, almost halfway to the Azores. But also there are literally hundreds of people going to our website every day to check out our live tracker, and well, right now there is no live tracker, so we're hoping that it doesn't send our friends and family into worrying. That is really bad news. Do we have a manual for the Iridium Go? Okay. How far is Zanzibar?
Last time we checked, they were like 40 or 50 miles behind us.
Head around. Our Iridium Go is a mini satellite internet router that allows us to receive satellite internet on our phones and tablets. This is how we stay connected to shore via emails, phone calls, and the satellite tracker on our website. Losing our satellite communication in itself isn't too problematic, as long as we do not run into a medical emergency. We now also need to find an alternative way to get our weather forecasts, as we are still over 1,000 nautical miles away from land, and our latest weather forecast won't be reliable anymore in just a few days. In the meantime, our best shot is to try and activate our backup plan. So we always kept Ryan's old InReach as a backup in case something like this would happen. But in order to use the InReach, you have to have a subscription, which we don't have. But we do have 5 SMS that we can send without a subscription. And so we contacted Willem, our offshore support, and texted him at 2 a.m. his time. So now we're waiting to see if he can answer. We've asked him to reactivate our InReach, and so for now that's going to be the plan. Another idea would be to try to contact Zanzibar on the radio. We know that they are a little behind them, so we could slow down our boat to get in touch with them and get weather information through them. But I think that we're going to wait until Ryan wakes up again to make that kind of decisions. So this is not good. Good morning. Did you sleep okay?
Just had some dreams. Except with the Iridium.
Well, we've lost it.
Totally.
And Ryan has been trying to fix it, and it won't go further than the initializing stage.
So the InReaches are back up?
Yeah, so we sent a message to Willem. We asked him to reactivate it. Normally we have 5 messages that we can send. Hopefully he sees them. We gave him the info to reactivate it. And I'm going to try to see if we're still in reach of Zanzibar. And just a little closer to them. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I would be far more worried if we had left the autopilot. Zanzibar, 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 Polar Seal, over.
No. See, it says it registers, and it goes onto Iridium,
It goes green, flashing.
flashing like it all works.
But it
Except
says
there's
zero
no.
satellite.
What are you talking about? This is the bars.
Yeah, okay.
This is how many are connected to it.
This is 0.
But then it does this, and it just doesn't stop. And then if I go to shut it off, yeah. So I don't know if it's like their issue or our issue. I have a feeling it's this machine's issue.
Yeah. Well, with all that commotion, I still haven't had my morning coffee. And it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Not okay.
Wow, she's doing it with 2 hands full.
Coffee to the people. Watch out, it's hot. Alright, well, life goes on
Life goes on.
with a lot less entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, the irony is, we made a video about all those things that we wouldn't cross an ocean without.
And the Iridium
that
is part.
f***ing Iridium Go is #1. I have to be honest, I am a little bummed out about not having the Iridium Go anymore, but I think that us not having the Go is probably going to be harder for the people who are on the receiving end of our messages and updates than for us. So if you're watching this video and you have spent a Saturday afternoon wondering what was happening and worrying a little bit about us, I'm really sorry. Hopefully Willem, our short support, will have come out on social media and said that we're fine. After a few hours, we still had received no answer to our SMS, and so we had to assume that they were never received. And once again, we had to come up with plan B. Okay, so this is the last forecast that we received.
26 hours old. You see here, we're running along this latitude line.
Okay.
We're approximately where it thinks we should be, right in here. Really light winds.
Okay.
And then it's going to get even lighter. So say this.
Alright.
It doesn't even really build. It doesn't come down. Like we almost need to start, according to this, we need to start heading north now.
Okay.
But the other forecast.
That's the CMWF, right?
Mm-hmm. We're around here. And it builds, supposed to build into night. Much stronger winds tonight. And then you see there's like areas where it gets lighter and starts shifting behind us.
Yeah.
Which is what like Chris Parker had told us it would do. Well, the forecast here has got the wind at like 17.
That's good winds.
Yeah, it would be really nice because then we can make some good progress.
What else are you learning, Ryan?
Nothing. All this information is going to be out of date very, very soon anyway, so I just stopped looking at it. Well, that's a piece of equipment we really love that really let us down. Middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
They're not final, they're just for the day, but
Yeah, they're final for the day.
I think considering how extremely frustrating this situation can be, we did okay with keeping our spirits up.
Good. I like that. I think it's good.
I definitely appreciate that because I've had Iridium troubles before and it was incredibly anxiety inducing. Like,
Oh, well, there you go.
bad.
Good job.
And this time around, I think we're keeping our spirits high and we know that we can do it, and maybe some ship will come around and we can talk to them and send the message home.
Yay. That we're okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll be okay. People have crossed oceans without weather for many, many years, but it's just really frustrating. I'm actually hopeful we'll run into a ship. I can call somebody and get this activated for us.
What activated?
The InReach.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'm a bit hopeful we'll be able to do that. We've seen a ship every couple days, so these are more traveled shipping lanes than when we were crossing the Atlantic last time.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's supposed to be a really robust piece of equipment, and it has turned out not to be.
Well, it was robust for 2 years.
Yeah, but that's not very long given how much that costs.
So this is the last position recorded. We are way past that.
Way past that.
We're going to 80 now, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll just leave it for now, I think.
Well, my final thoughts for the day are that I am more worried that people will worry about us than about the situation. I think about Ryan's mom, who is probably going to hear that the reason why our live tracker stopped is because we lost our satellite communication. I know that she's going to hear it, but I also know that she's going to be worried. And it's an entire week until we make it to Horta, so that's a long time to be worried about the people that you know and love being at sea with no communications with the external world. Alright, good night, Annette. Good night. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Have a nice good night watch. A nice good night watch. Yay! It is 7 a.m. It is Sunday, 4th of July, which is Ryan's favorite holiday. We should try to do something for 4th of July on board today. Right now it's also been 36 hours since we last transmitted our position on the Iridium Go, and that we are out of satellite communications. And truth is, for us, it changes nothing. But last night I stayed up late and I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about how it would feel if Ryan was on the boat and all of a sudden his track disappeared in the middle of the ocean. There is no way that I could completely disconnect the thought that the worst has happened. Also, if I was Annette's parents and family right now, I would be really pissed at us. Funny enough, the very last photo that was sent from our boat to land before our track stop was this one. Reassuring, you know. 2 days ago I thought that it was a funny photo, but now it's like... Anyways.
Whoops, a little too much. Yeah,
No.
does it?
No, I think it's great.
You like it?
It's even, yeah,
Yeah, we're hauling ass again.
6.5.
Hell yeah!
We're still going north, so it actually gives us a little wiggle room.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing.
No, it gives
Like,
us a
that's
little
exactly
room.
what we need.
It gives us a little room to maneuver.
Okay.
We're probably like 80 miles away. Should we try again? So you did see an AIS target.
I did, yeah.
All stations, all stations, all stations. Sailing vessel Polar Seal, Polar Seal, Polar Seal. Channel 16. Anyone who can hear me, please come back. Over.
Can you spell your name, please?
The vessel's name is Polar Seal. Polar Seal, over.
This is motor tanker.
Good morning, motor tanker. I am having trouble hearing you, but if you can hear me, do you hear me okay? Over.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Wonderful. I'm wondering if you could, if you have a satellite phone, if you could pass a message on to our shore contact for us. Over.
I'll just look the number.
Yes, the number is +1 401, and the contact's name is Will, and the message is our Iridium satellite tracker has gone broken, and we would like him to activate our inReach for us online, and for that I need to pass you a few more numbers. Over.
Okay, you can pass me the number.
Okay, the first number is the IMEI number, and that number is 300.
Which number is well copied? It's a IMEI number, and they have to activate your tracker.
Yes, correct. The InReach Explorer, and then I have one other number to give you, if you would, please. The last number is the authorization code, and that is 25. So I think that will be all the numbers. Hopefully you can get a hold of him, and we really appreciate your help. We don't have any weather information right now, so we're kind of shooting in the dark to get to the Azores. Over.
Cannot see. You're a sailing vessel, tanker, cargo ship?
Oh, sorry, we're a sailing vessel. The sailing vessel Polar Seal. Polar Seal.
Okay, sailing vessel. Okay, thank you. I'll just see if I can catch hold of them, and then I'll update you if I'm able to communicate with them.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll just stand by on 06 here for a little bit. Over.
Checking by 06 and 16.
Huh! Fuck yeah!
Did you get their name?
Is Tahak? It was really hard to hear.
That was random. I don't...
But also
It's during the day,
amazing.
so maybe Willem will actually pick up.
Yeah.
Fuck, if we could pull this off. I'm sweating like hell.
Thanks God we replaced the VHF.
Yeah. Because if we could get this to work, because then we could just have Charlie send us like, what did we do today?
Yeah.
Just tell us 160.
I really hope that Willem picks up.
This is Polar Seal. Go ahead. Over.
Yes, sir. We got in touch with your that Will Hustle, and he said he will do the needful, and then he'll give me a call back once it is done.
Okay, wonderful. That's very, very kind of you. We really appreciate it. We'll just stand by on 06. And could you spell the name of your tanker for us?
It's Tom Timothy.
Tom Timothy. Okay, and Polar Seal standing by on 06 and 16. Over.
Okay, sir. Standing by 061.
Oh my god! Oh, the randomness of this. Oh, the randomness of this.
Tom Timothy.
Tom Timothy.
Tom Timothy.
This is insane.
So we got a hold of Will.
Whew, what an adventure.
We're only sweating a little bit.
I'm sweating like hell.
It's so humid. Whew.
Oh wow.
We can't even see them on AIS, which is the... That must be a big ship because they're probably way up above water.
7 knots.
That's why they can reach us.
Oh man, I hope this works.
I hope it works too.
That
How
would
will
make.
we know if the fucking thing works?
He said he would call back.
No, but I know, but like the inReach.
Oh, we
So-
have to activate it. So then we activate it, and it will. He has to set it up on the computer,
Yeah.
and then when he calls back, hopefully soon,
Yeah.
we just click go, and it will takes 10 minutes.
Oh good.
Tom Timothy, Polar Seal, go ahead. Over.
Yeah, yes, I got call from Will and asking for the login information for your thing. So he wanted login ID and password.
I don't even know what it is.
He should create a new
Yeah.
account.
The account is very old, so I don't actually have the login and password anymore. My suggestion to him would be to just make a new account. Over.
Okay, after message, he can make new account. Okay, I will pass the message.
Okay, thank you so much again. This is a very big help for us. Over. Yeah, he just needs to. So that's what you did. You made a new account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garmin InReach. Make a new account. Use those credentials.
Yeah.
This is Polar Seal. Go ahead. You're slightly broken and unreadable, but please try. Over.
So till the time it's not able to connect it.
Shit. Okay, sorry, that was pretty broken, so I'm having trouble hearing, but I understand that he's unable to connect the InReach. Over.
Contact the customer service.
Okay, understood. It's pretty hard for us to hear you now, so I think you're out of range, but for us. But I think he has all the information he needs, and he's a pretty resourceful guy, so I'm sure he'll figure it out. But I appreciate your help, and I think that's all we need right now. Over.
Contact. Okay.
Okay, we can't hear you very well anymore, but so we'll probably stop. But again, we really appreciate your help. Over. Polar Seal back to channel 16. I think he said he was going to call customer service, which
Yeah.
Willem will be good at, and just be like, listen, can you please clear this so that we can... Yeah. I think he'll get it fit. I think he'll get it.
Yeah, and I think that most importantly, William knows that we're okay. And he can relay the information that it is indeed our Iridium Go that pooped on us and nothing happened. So that's valuable.
We have 958 miles on the runway to go.
So we're over halfway.
Yeah, just about halfway.
Yay! Tonight we're having halfway party. Yay! Woo! Tasty coffee! You're such a salt now, Annette.
I am.
In the last month you went from filling your guts overboard to coffee in the sea states.
Okay, Ryan, so you were saying that you learned a lot of lessons on this trip already?
Yeah, you can't bring a spare sailboat with you to cross an ocean.
No.
There are definitely things that you can take that are critical redundancies, such as spare cameras when they fall. It all depends on what kind of sailing you're doing. So, like short-handed sailing like you and I have done, like a spare autopilot or 2 autopilot systems is a must, in my opinion.
Okay.
That's just me. That's what's important to me. Like good sail setup, also important. So then the communication thing is also important. And
right, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it's just important now because we experienced this.
yeah, I know, but I just never thought that device would fail, and it did.
I think that what made it okay for it to poop now is that we had a forecast for almost until we would arrive to Horta, you know? We have our weather routers which we love and we cherish their advice, but, you know, emails, the only thing that sucks is that we lose our sat phone in case of an emergency if somebody injures themselves or whatever, but again, you know, 50 years ago, there was no sat phone on small sailboats for people to call land, so
Yeah, but
I think that the only thing that will do different when we cross the Atlantic again is that this time our shore support will have all the coordinates, all the information to activate that inReach.
no, I think we'll have the inReach activated.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, like it feels like such an unnecessary redundancy to me. It really does. Like,
Yeah, but it isn't because look at where we are right now.
I know, but
Guten Morgen. Oh my god, last night was a rager. Not for us, but for the ocean.
what we learned is that one, we're not the only ones struggling with Iridium Go, which, I mean, WTF. What's going on?
Well, we just got a message on the alarm,
Really?
but I can't get to it.
Why?
It still says I need to activate it.